Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praise going honor to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Makakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace, love, salutations to those that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Nathaniel from the GMS Camp Atlanta, coming back into the spirit with another lesson. And this lesson is centered around women. Okay, now you have House Bill 2689, which is the paternity fraud bill. Okay, now it is actually a crime, or going to be a crime, for women to say that he's the daddy when he is not the daddy, and it is going to be prison time that's going to be behind this. Okay, and this is just the beginning of things that are about to change for y'all women out here. All right.
Don't swipe now. Come back here. Hey, ladies, did you know that?
Shilakia. Okay. So, this bill is passed because, the time of the woman is coming to an end. All right. The age of feminism, the age of I'm a strong, independent woman, all that shit about to come crashing down. All right. And the only thing you're going to have is that man. All right. And a lot of y'all women are about to suffer behind this. Okay. And I'm not behind this bill per se, but some of y'all women still gonna try it, but not behind this bill per se, but because of the anger that men are gonna have towards y'all women in this day and the days to come. All right, because you have literally used your liberty to destroy your man. Okay, you Jake women out there, and now it's over with. It's over with. So I'm gonna start off with Isaiah 32 and 9. It says, "Rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come." You see? So there's all of these niceties and advantages, these things that you've had, the strong and independent, and I got a job and I can do bad by myself, and all of this shit that y'all women have been saying for all of these years, because the system that has been in place has been giving you all these things. All these things are about to change. And very soon it's going to be like a very quick change. It's going to change like that. 1 minute it's going to be like we got everything we need. The next minute it's going to be like, please help us. Okay? It's going to be like, please help us. And unfortunately, you're not going to get the help that you need. All right? You're going to be troubled very badly because you've been careless. You've been stupid. You've been in your own mind about things, thinking that just because you had the money and there was no consequences to your action, that you can continue doing the wickedness that you have been doing. Now these things are changing. Okay? Now these things are changing. We're about to enter into the end of this system, right? And as we enter into the end of this system, just like before when the world was ruled in righteousness, back in ancient times, and as the system started to change, so shall it be. The system is going to change back before the coming of our Lord. Okay, these things are going to start changing very rapidly. Okay, things that once were are going to just fall apart. Things that you thought you were getting away with, you're not going to get away with anymore. Men that you thought you were able to take advantage of, you're not going to take advantage of anymore. Okay, the system is not going to work for you. Esau is being revealed for who he is. And as he's being revealed for who he is, everything that he has done is also going to start being revealed for what it is. And the liberation of women was a catastrophe. Okay? It was a catastrophe that have destroyed society. And to the point to where even Esau now is doing something about it. It says, "Tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, you careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and girt sackcloth upon your loins." Okay, you're gonna be bare. You're gonna be crying. You're gonna be out here in the streets crying because you're just gonna lose everything, and it's already happening. The so-called black woman is one of the brokest women out here. Okay, I'm seeing more and more black women out on the street. It says, "For they shall lament for the teats and for the pleasant fields and for the fruitful vines." Okay, and you're not gonna get any of that. All those things that you once had are going to be gone. Your shower, something as simple as a shower, you're not going to have it anymore. Your little body spray that y'all sprayed on, you're not going to even have it anymore. Your cumbrellas, those wicked things that you put on your eyelashes, you're not going to have it anymore. You're not going to be able to manipulate and take advantage of a man because men are going to literally hate y'all. Okay? You're gonna be lucky when you have some men that are gonna take y'all in, because men are gonna hate you women. All right, it's already there. All right, the only men that really care for y'all is the simp. Okay, which the simp is a product of single mothers. Okay, but even some of the simps are gonna be like, nah, man, I'm good on you. Okay, even some of the simps are gonna be like, nah, I'm straight. Okay, so let me get one more scripture. Not that. Salakia. Had that precept out. I think it's yeah, 31, 22, and it says how long will thou go about? This is Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long will thou go about, O backsliding daughter? Like, how long are you gonna do this shit, man? How long are you gonna continue on with this nonsense? It says, for the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man. Now let's look into another translation. Let's look at the NLT and see what it says. It says, how long will you go about? You wonder, how long will you wonder, my wayward daughter? For the Lord will cause something new to happen. Happen. New to happen. Israel will embrace her God. No, that's not. Let's look at the BBE, because that's not what that means. Well, you can use this as, how long will thou go about? How long will thou go on turning this way and that, O wandering daughter? The Lord hath made a new thing on the earth, a woman change into a man. Well, these women act very manly nowadays, okay? Let's go to the New Living. I'm just seeing what these other translations say. It says, how long will you go about? You wander. How long will you wonder, unfaithful daughter Israel? The Lord will create a new thing on the earth. A woman will return to the man. Now, when you go into the, some of these translations are awful. When you go into the King James, right, and you look at that word compass, because ultimately it is talking about, when it says daughter, it's talking about the daughters of Israel, all right? When you go here, oh, that's the right definition. Yeah, that right here. It says to turn about, or around, or aside, or back toward, to go around, surround, encircle, change direction. You see? So they're encircling the man, changing the order of things. Okay? That's basically what that means. All right? And some of them translations are off. Some of them, when I believe it was the New Living, when it says she'll change into a man. that's almost spot on because if you look at the nature of a woman, she's basically manly. Okay, she's basically manly, and Esau has given her the liberty to do these things. So I'm gonna play this. Not that. That's Esau. I mean, Beyonce nasty. I don't even know why that's up, but I'm gonna play this video. Just listen to what's going on.
Don't swipe now. Come back here. Hey, ladies, did you know that paternity fraud is now a crime? Yeah, let's talk about House Bill 2689 because they locking y'all up.
I'm going to make my money one way or another. Even if that means locking you up, I'll make my money off of you being locked up. Please peep the game.
Oh, yeah. And this hookup culture?
Now, I believe that in that particular video, she was giving an example of how these women think. I don't think she was saying that directly, that was something that she was doing. She was saying that this is how these women think. Like, there's a video going around where this white woman is saying, I got 6 baby daddies. I get paid $350 by 6 baby daddies. And I would have had all 6 babies by saying, man, I will only get 17% of his pay, but because I got 6 baby daddies, I get 17% of all they pay. So the question is why you ain't got 6 baby daddies? Like that's the mindset of a woman, because she just want to make money, lay down and make money and not do shit.
Oh yeah, that's a wrap. Because they're making it so you can no longer get child support off of one night stands. If that man wasn't in your life, let me tell you.
Not only are they making it mandatory for the man to get a DNA test before he signs a birth certificate, but now they're like, look, you're not going to be able to get any money off of this man if he was not actively, long-term, a part of your everyday life.
Oh yeah, it's true too. And if I could add on to this bill, you know what? If all these fathers are paying these high amounts in child support, why not give the child to the father? Yeah, that's coming too. I mean, what you think?
I'm going to be honest enough to admit that a man would probably be more capable of raising a child on his own than a woman.
And what he says is actually true. I believe that too. The man is about to start getting full custody over the child right off the muscle like it used to be before the feminism came into play. And all of this power that women have, all that shit about to go away, man. Okay? All these things are about to go away. Because women have utterly used their liberty in a very destructive manner. And now it's gotten to the point to where even Esau Edom is saying, wait a minute, I got to put the brakes on this shit because y'all about to y'all women about to wipe us out with all y'all liberty, because y'all just ain't got no type of wisdom to be able to carry this liberty wisely. If you look at the numbers, like in places like Japan, they have something called the aging population, I believe is what you call it, where they don't have any young people to replenish the population, and all of the older people, the older generations, are dying off. In retrospect to that, over here in America, the baby boomers, when the baby boomers die off, the only thing that you're going to have is a whole bunch of broken families, which are not substantial enough to reproduce the next generation. So you're going to have this big gap in reproduction, which is going to cause the society to fall, because you need a certain number of people to reproduce in order to get society to flourish. Now, by giving women this authority to do what they do, they've literally taken every single wicked avenue to every wicked avenue instead of righteousness to fulfill themselves. Okay, so this is the Lord changing things back. Okay, so to the way that He's supposed to be. So I'm gonna get that in just a second. So I'm gonna go to Ecclesiasticus. I believe it's, let's see, 25 or 26. Here it is right here. I'm going to start right at 23. It says, a wicked woman abated the courage and maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. And how many men are falling apart because of the wickedness of the woman? I was just watching a video where this woman went and she got a TPO put on her husband secretly, and he just outside cutting his grass, and then he come home and he got to leave his house because this woman done lied, and that's all they got to do is say that I'm in fear of I'm afraid of him, and he got to leave his house. And because the TPO stands for so long, she's able to establish ownership and custody of the children and over the house, because normally they give the child the house and the kids, and then they put the man out. Okay, so he's left to fend for himself, and she gets to keep everything in the fucking house. Okay, so if there's anything of value that's personally his, she gets to keep that. And then he has to go and fight to get those things that are his. Now, say for instance, he only has his wallet. The only thing they can leave with is a sleeping bag. So say for instance, he don't have his wallet on him. Well, you see? So you see what's gonna, you see when things turn around, do you see what's gonna happen from all of this wickedness that the women are doing? You think when all hell breaks loose, y'all women gonna have a hedge? Hell no, y'all not. Look at what y'all doing to all of these men. You're gonna run. You're gonna try to use that sweet smile and that sway in your hips to try to seduce your man back to your side, and he gonna be like, man, you just a piece. You just a demon. And most men are gonna put your ass to death, because honestly, that's what you deserve. All right. It says, of the woman became the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. And has give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. You see, King Solomon said there was no righteous women, so inherently women are wicked. So you're supposed to keep them all in straightly. Okay? This is why you're not supposed to be looking at a woman and desiring her for beauty. This is why you're not supposed to be lusting after a woman, because they have power in that. That's the power that they have when you lust after them for their beauty and their body and for pleasure. They have power in that. But when you don't do that, you take away all their power. You can see them for the wretched creatures they really are. Okay? These women are wicked to where you got to pass a bill, a law, forcing to paternity test to these women and criminalizing it to the point to where they get prison time. Because they're trying to just pass off who they want to be the daddy. Man, do you know these women, they can just name a man that they didn't even know to be the daddy? And the courts will say, okay, well, he the daddy. This is how corrupt it is. All right? So I'm going to go to Micah 7:10. And it says, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Okay? Now, the reason why I brought that out, because we read that all the time. We know that the so-called black woman, she's the enemy, right? It's because Ecclesiasticus 25:7, it says, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. The 9th thing, a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies. The woman is the enemy of the man. She's his enemy. So do you think that these men, when they finally see that the power that these westernized women have over them, when it's finally lifted, do you think, and we see the fall of the woman, you think they're going to reach out and say, come on, baby? No. You're going to get kicked to the face. Okay? Y'all wicked ass women going to get put in y'all place. Right? Because men are going to be overjoyed, especially the men of the Lord, when we finally see you lose your crown, your high seat, when you finally fall, when Esau finally throw you down. Okay? Because you've utterly destroyed your man on this side. You completely fall for the trap that Esau has set. Now, ultimately, it was the plan of the Lord, but nevertheless, you were the vessel that was used to exercise that. Okay? And I can't wait to see the fall of the woman. That's going to be a glorious thing when the woman finally falls and no more is an authority. No more has that sway. Just death and destruction. As we just read, she shall lament for the teeth and the pleasant field. She's going to be trouble. Okay? And you're going to be treated just like an enemy for some time. Okay? I know brothers talk about Isaiah 4:1, and I'll get it. All right? But these are just for the women who believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And they came under in a certain spirit. How many women do you think are going to be doing that? Now, of course, it's going to be a lot of women compared to the men of the Lord. Okay? But there's way more women than there are men. All right? So if you just think about it, if it's 21 women to every one man, and if you minus the homosexuals and LGBTQs, it's even more than that, right? That's a slew of women. So you can just imagine, even if, 35%, 40%, 50%, 60% of those women get put to death, there's still millions of women that's going to be clinging on to the man of the Lord. Millions. Okay? And trust and believe. When they know that you have, the scriptures say, thy people shall be willing in the day of their power, right? She that is my enemy shall see it. Okay, she gonna see and understand that you are the power. You are their God. Okay? Just like Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are our gods, is the God of the men, because the order is Yahweh, then Yahweh Shai, then the man, then the woman. We are your gods. Okay? And you're gonna start treating the man as such in that day. Isaiah 4:1, it says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread, and we will and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. You see? Because you're gonna be you're gonna see, the Lord's working with them, man. Hey, can I be your wife? Please? Can I be your wife? I would do whatever I need to do. I will take care of myself. I'll buy my own bread. I'll do what I need to do. Just let me be under your hedge, okay? Because the Lord is protecting you. I don't want to be caught out here like all these other women. And you're going to get these wicked women that's going to try that shit too. And they're going to get found out, okay? So the fall of the woman is coming, man. The fall of the woman is coming, all right? We're seeing the beginning of the fall of the woman, and it's going to continue to happen, all right? And as this ball rolls down that hill, it's going to get faster and faster and faster, okay? Because women, you got a long way to fall, man. You have a long way to fall, and I'm excited to hear this news, because this is just one of many things that y'all women are about to lose, because you've abused everything to the point to where, even Esau don't want to deal with your ass. And plus, not to mention, Esau done got what he needed out of y'all so-called black women, man. He don't need y'all no more. You know what I'm saying? He don't need y'all no more. He done got everything he needed out of y'all. Y'all done did y'all job very well. Okay? So with that, I'm going to end it off by giving all praise going honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the elder, the apostle, and millstone to the next time I can say shalom.